Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first day or so of the World Cup. What's actually crazy is a lot of you guys are probably going to see this video when Argentina is playing, but I will be well asleep at that point. It will be like 5 in the morning, and I'm going to be a fake football fan and get my sleep because I have streaming to do in the day. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Tonight we're going to have a video kind of just talking a little bit about this week and preparing for Black Friday a little bit and just a little bit of all of that. I've also gone ahead and created some 280 plus upgrades for all of you. So we'll probably do that at some point in the video today. And so yeah, guys, today we got a 86 plus, that's what we got today, an 86 plus team of the week pack. There wasn't really too much content today. Everybody was expecting a hero pack. And that is going to be coming out tomorrow, 100%. I feel like if it doesn't come out tomorrow, I would be really, really surprised. It should totally come out tomorrow. And what's actually interesting is that last week, the Icon pack came out on Tuesday, which I kind of forgot about. I thought it was always a Monday thing, and they kind of made it randomly like Tuesday last week. So it would kind of line up that it is tomorrow, Tuesday, but it was a bit of a disappointment today. I think a lot of people were expecting it. And yeah, also in other news, EA extended this promo team by a day. So this promo team was supposed to go out of packs on Wednesday, and now it is going out of packs on Thursday. So it's going out of packs one day later, which is really interesting. I mean, I was kind of figuring that we were going to have, pre-Black Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, but it just doesn't really feel that way anymore. It kind of feels like maybe Friday is just going to be Black Friday. Maybe it's going to be different than last year. I don't know, but these cards have another day in packs. We're going to actually talk about those cards in the market. And today, guys, EA also dropped more tokens finally. Like, finally they did that because they needed to do that. So we finally got more tokens available in the milestones. You've got week 2, and you can basically go into the swaps and do all of these. Now, these are, I think, always a bit more easy to get. So this is 8 tokens right here. So right now, in terms of a total amount of tokens that is available, I believe my Twitch chat today was saying it's around 27, 28, or 25. What I can tell you is that some people can now start to get that pack. That is the pick. Sorry, I think it's the hero pick. Maybe? The hero pick. And I guess if some people, which is 25, and I guess if some people are really doing the FIFA World Cup category pick, you could also get that. People were doing the 380, 420 on stream today. We did open a couple of those. If you want to check out my previous video, they are in that video. But yeah, swaps are coming along a bit. I'm not too far along with my journey. I kind of slowed down a little bit. I've just been a bit busy with the World Cup and all that kind of stuff going on. But nice to see EA finally releasing more tokens. I've only got 5. I've got to do some more of the online swaps ones. I already used 3, and I'm going for Vieira. I used 3 on the 8220 to get some fodder for Ribery, which in hindsight was a really good decision because Ribery has been one of my best players in my team for quite a minute now. I mean, 44 goals, 23 assists in 56 matches is phenomenal. He's very expensive, so I had to get the fodder to do him. And also, he's been helped a lot because the meta now, he's a lot better in this meta. This explosive meta is incredible. I'm going to do a video on this new meta because it's just, the game is incredibly different on this meta now than it was previously. So we'll talk about that another time because I will probably ramble for 30 minutes talking about it. So yeah, as we were just looking at before, 86 plus team of the week player pack, that came today, and then max hero tomorrow. Now, something that got added today, which is interesting. Now, this already came out. This 81 to plus team of the week player pack already came out. Week 9 means I think it's just going to now include this week, which is week 9. So they've just updated it to have, unfortunately, more fodder. That's the sad part. But we've also got a 583 plus pack. So that could be interesting. I'm assuming this is going to be some of the content that's beginning to be added during Black Friday. I think a 583 plus just sounds like a Black Friday pick or pack. So we'll see. But that was another pack that just got added. So I wanted to talk about it. And I still stand by it. In terms of the max hero, I started to invest a little bit. I told you guys the other day, I picked up some golds for my club. I started to stack some golds, some 88s, some 87s. I think it's going to be about 200 to 250K. It will impact the market a little bit. Some people will definitely sell some cards. We'll take a look at some Path to Glories. We'll talk about the market just a little bit in a second. But I think your best bet for cards that are going to go up is probably 86, 87s. I spoke over with another trader, and I think it does make sense because the last time we had a high-rated SBC, they asked for 88 overall and higher players. And then I think before when we had the lower tier SBC, they're asking for 85 and overall higher. So I think 86, 87s haven't been in the requirements recently. And it would make sense for EA to potentially require them. Now, I do want to take a look at the Path to Glory market, but first I want to talk about something. I bought a couple of Freddies this morning, and I picked him up, I think, for like 79K before the content, because I actually thought that the hero pack was going to be today. Now, why did I do this? What do you're sitting there wondering, why did I buy this, right? Because the trend of these cards usually is that when the pack comes out, they actually go up, right? Because people wait to buy. I wasn't super successful with this, and I'm not sure if he's going to go that much higher. He is out of packs. He may go up into the 90s tomorrow. I'm going to actually just list him at like 88, 89 and try to take a couple thousand coins here. I thought he was going to go to maybe 90, and then I picked up Park Ji-sung at 260, and I think he's only 270. So he's not gone up a ton yet. I do expect him to go up a lot more. He's 275. I expect him to go over 300 tomorrow if this pack comes out, but I'm going to try to take some money. Also, for the cheap, low budget side of things, I was really considering buying like 15 Peter Crouches because I thought, he's 12K. He's a hero. He gives Premier League links. How would this card not go up? So I'm kind of regretting that because I only picked up 2, and he's already 16K. I expect him to go probably higher. So I'm a bit disappointed with that. But the big investment that I made this week was Nunez. I bought a bunch of Darwin at 14, 14.5, 14.250, and I need to start listing these because he's actually up. Now, why did I buy this card? Team of the week usually gets really low on Saturday, Sunday, and starts rising on Monday and Tuesday. And he's already up at 17,000 coins. Now, I don't know if he's going to go that much higher. My target for him to sell was like 19 to 20. But I figured, his Ones to Watch is up at 270K. People were buying the previous version of the Ones to Watch because they wanted to use him. Popular player in real life. And I think what's unique about this card is that he's got multiple positions. So I felt like for like squad building, a lot of people might try to get Darwin in the team. So I liked it. I went ahead. I bought 30 or 40. We've got to make coins. We've got to get back on the grind. And I also went a little bit lower tier with Nuno. I just figured with the PSG links that he would be, a guy that would work well. 24K I paid for him for most of these. He actually went to 23 or 22. He's up at 27. He did just go up to 28. But what was interesting is I actually didn't get the lowest on him. He went down to like 23 at some point. So that's very interesting there. But we're making some coins back, and that is good. And then in terms of the rest of the transfer list, I actually have to clear out a lot of this because a lot of this right now is either team of the weeks that are dupes that I've packed that are just not going up that I need to just kind of liquidate, which I'm going to do with these. And then some fodder players, which I'm hoping, I've picked up some of these at cheaper prices, and I'm just kind of hoping that maybe they spike a little bit potentially with this pack coming out. We'll see. I've also got a lot of 83s here, and I believe 83s at the moment just don't really sell. So I do need to filter through these as well, especially for when, we're going to open some packs today. So we've got some 81 pluses. We probably got to go through and discard a couple because right now my transfer space is terrible. So yeah, speaking about the market, the one thing on the market that's been really interesting is the Path to Glories have been mooning, right? I bought Grealish at 105K. I sold him at like 130. With England's win today, he's up like crazy. Like he's up at 170. And these cards, these are going to probably just keep doing well unless they get put back into packs. But, even with Kyle Walker, I had a feeling that a lot of these cards were going to be kind of used as these cards that people were going to gamble with. And even if the wins didn't give upgrades, which right now they don't, right? To get an upgrade with these cards, the wins definitely help, but it has to do with qualification and like progression of the rounds, right? So that's a big deal. And yes, wins do count. Don't get me wrong there. Like wins definitely count. They help for the furthest upgrades. Or the further upgrades, rather. So that's probably why we're seeing a bit of a spike with Grealish and some of these cards. But yeah, it's just very unique to see a lot of these cards doing well. I had some Nabries at like 78, 79K, and I sold him at like 90, and he's up like big, right? People are starting to gamble on him. He's up at like 120. I mean, these cards, like people are just gambling with these cards. It's a way of gambling via the World Cup, and I like it. I think it's great for the market. I really do like it. We also got some SBC today that I thought for the price was incredible. I didn't mention it, but we did get a center back today that I thought was really, really good. Now, he is in the MLS, but man, what a card. Like high, 4-star weak foot, 84 interceptions, 84 agility. It's really just going to be the chemistry that gives you a problem, but this is a really nice card. It is also a Path to Glory card, so if Australia do the madness, but I figured for an 83 squad, for somebody like me that has just way too many 83s, this SBC today dropping was perfect for me. I had meant to complete this earlier today because you know, it's just one of those SBCs where it's a good card. It's going to be really usable for objectives. And anyone that's doing a lot of upgrades, there's just not too much to do with all these 83s, right? Like, you kind of run out of stuff to do and use with these 83s. So I know it's only 9 83s and 2 82s usually, but I'm going to have to do that because I cleared all my 82s. I put them all in upgrades because I figured I would probably get a lot of dupes. And you guys can see here the amount of Team of the Weeks that we have this year. EA, the one thing you can definitely say with EA is that they've been doing a much better job at supplying the market or giving you an opportunity to pack Team of the Weeks, right? And it'll be interesting to see when EA do end up rolling out like the campaign bags, the party bags, all that stuff. Does that change, right? Like, do the Team of the Weeks really start to go up? Do they stop supplying them? But yeah, that was a really nice SBC today. I did really like that card. Now, so obviously there's a day extra where now these cards are all in packs, right? So that's interesting, but to me, I don't even know if it matters too much because I had tried Lozano yesterday at 170K. He's up at 200K now. So even with these guys still being in packs, it's not really seeming to impact the market much. You've got some scenarios here with Goretzka, who's like 1.1 mil. If Germany win, he's probably going to go up a little bit, but if they lose, he's going to plummet. So I feel like the risk of value in a lot of these cards, it's tough, right? So with Pulisic, a lot of people were actually using him. He went up before the game to like 95K, right? People decided to gamble. And I think right as the U.S. scored or looked like they were in control of the game, he went up even more. And, the other day he was like 80K. So, I think still with Pulisic, there's going to be people buying in on him for the next game. And I think you're going to have to just look at these cards with their game schedules and figure out, when am I going to gamble on these cards? But Bruno up at 345K. That's like an 100K rise. You've got Romero, who's 220K. I mean, Argentina play tomorrow. People are starting to go in on him. So really nice. I like it. I think it's another aspect to being able to like get on the market with these cards. I really enjoy it. Millie Savage up at 187. And so for me, in terms of, cards that are going to rise out of packs, I'm not as worried about that because yes, some of these cards rose a lot from the last team, but that's also due to rarity, results, things like that, right? Lukaku up at 86. I was trading him yesterday at 62. So these ones are the ones that are going to have the real crazy rises because these ones now have no supply. People are gambling on them and they have no supply, right? Araujo is 220. I packed Zakaria, my second account. I don't know what his price is. He's not 750, but he's definitely up. This center back went from 65 to 99. So there's high value in a lot of these. I'll definitely, once I flip some of these Team of the Weeks and regain my coins and regain all this, right, in my account, I'm going to definitely like look into potentially trading with some of these cards around game schedules. I'll probably be looking at somehow timing some period of panic with Black Friday coming up, maybe with some of the cards in packs or out of packs, and then figuring out, okay, like what teams play this Friday and Saturday, who can I pick up from this team that's going to drop a little bit in the next couple of days? Maybe Belgium have a bad result, right? And Carrasco goes really low. Same thing with Lukaku's out of packs. Some situation like that, I think I'm really interested in. Maybe Romero, Bruno. I do think that Argentina and Brazil are going to win their first matches, but if they don't, maybe there's an opportunity there where then they go down because they didn't win. People expected them to win. And with all this Black Friday market crash going on, which is, by the way, not really here, right? There's not really been a market crash. There's nothing really dropping too much. Mbappe's 1.08. His inform is 187. I think his inform is going to go down a lot. I think when we get this best of Team of the Week, whenever we do get it, it's going to go down a lot. We're also going to have a change in Foot Champs rewards this weekend, so watch out for that. That's been, not only has that been rumored, that's also been like confirmed. People have said that is definitely happening. So that's going to be really interesting to see. We've got two 80 plus packs. We've got 25 of these we made just to kind of end the video today, talk a little bit more about some of this stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of open some packs behind us talking about Black Friday. I expect a lot of flash SBCs. I think that's going to be a vital part of Black Friday. That's a huge deal with Black Friday. Not sure about pre-Black Friday anymore. And it's kind of nice that this was like the first year where we really haven't had this crazy market crash going into Black Friday. My focus though, I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking about heroes and stuff like that, but my main focus is definitely going to be on Path to Glory cards. I mean, the rise that I've seen from people wanting to gamble on these games makes me think, number one, it's going to be fun to trade with them. And number two, the value on some of these, like, there should be some huge profit potential on some of them. So I'm definitely going to be looking out and seeing who I can pick up, as I just mentioned, with Panic. And even if there's other cards in the market like heroes and these kinds of cards dropping, I'm going to just focus on these PTGs because I feel like a lot of people are just going to mainly focus in on these cards. So I want to be focused where, you know, everyone is focused. And that's not a bad pack, by the way. 284s right there. That is not too bad. The Transferless, we're going to have to be very selective with what we send up because we only have 4 more spots. And, you know, aside from that, not too many other talking points, really. I showed you guys the investments. We're kind of talking about it. I feel like the content has been very dry during the World Cup. I mean, I have felt like personally I've been like doing a good job of creating content, but the content that EA has been giving has just been feeling really underwhelming. Now, I do feel like this SBC today went a little bit under the radar. I like the 280 plus. I think it's a nice pack. Last week we had one of two 75 plus picks, which I just found that those were horrendous. I did so many of those just for the chance of getting promo cards. And that's why, you know, I'm probably not going to be able to invest the same amount of coins really into these packs. Jota, by the way, that's not a bad pull. We've got 285s now. I still want to do some of these every day for you guys, whether it's on YouTube. I've packed this guy 4 times today, just because I feel like we got to give it a go, right? We've got live items and packs. I've got people tweeting me that they're packing Marvel Heroes, so I just want to give it a go, make some of these and see what can happen. Obviously, we've, as I just said, have some elite players, and you can easily see that these are definitely better. Yes, they require double the players, but 85 and 84 in a 2-player pack, these are really nice for fodder. So these are much better than the 75 plus picks. You know, if you were contemplating it, I would recommend it. And yeah, so man, what other things are there to talk about on FIFA? Yeah, I mean, tomorrow, Marvel Hero Pack. By the time some of you guys see this video, I really want to focus this video, just in case some of you guys watch this a couple days after, on just Black Friday preparations and kind of thinking about what are going to be the moves. And one of the best tips that I had given in my pre-Black Friday video, which you guys are always free to go watch, which had some great info, is that like golds go up a lot. Gold, silvers, rares, non-rares, all this stuff goes up a lot because we have these flash SBCs for like 48 hours. So I think once I absolutely decide, maybe it's tomorrow or the day after, that I've mudded my club enough that I'm going to be done with these 280 plus packs, I might have to just make sure I'm kind of stocking my club, because I'm going to want to do a lot of these, you know, flash SBCs. You know, from what I remember last year, we had some really, really nice flash SBCs. I think the best one was like, I think it was a 1 of 2 84 plus pick. It was like 30 or 40K, but it was tradable. And I just remember it was so OP. I ended up getting, I think, signature series or signings, Diego Carlos, who was like, at the time, like 100K. So even off a simple flash SBC, I think I had made like, yeah, like 60K. So it was a nice one, man. The packs and everything last year was really good. I think we've got 11 left here. We still have not gotten a walkout, which is a little concerning, but generally, I'll take the fodder over the other picks that I was doing. I was getting like 1 walkout every 20 in the last picks, but the fodder was so bad. You were not seeing 84, 85s as much as you see them here. And I've also got this one Team of the Week pack that I almost feel like I'm going to keep opening, which I really don't want to do, because I think Best of Team of the Week is going to replace Team of the Week very soon. And anyone who's been saving Team of the Week packs, which I always recommend to do, and I never do it because for some reason I don't listen to my own advice, you are probably going to make a fortune whenever Best of Team of the Week goes into packs, because, yeah, I mean, right now there's 75s and all that, and I'm praying that EA listen to the community and update FUT Champs rewards to at least be somewhat of a Best of Team of the Week, somewhat of a rating cap for Team of the Week. At the moment, it's so brutal. It was such a grind this weekend, and, you know, the craziest part is, like, you guys don't even consider it, but this is my job, right? And the fact that, like, I don't even want to play FUT Champs as my job is really concerning. So that's the way that I just look at it. Like, it's one thing for you guys to not want to play FUT Champs, but it's another thing for somebody that creates content on this game, or one of the games that I create content on for a living, and it's like, I don't even want to play Champs. That's concerning, right? So I think EA's got to sort that out, because it is still November. Right, it is still November. We do need to understand that. It's very early in the game cycle. Usually this is a feeling you would get in like March or April. So for me to feel that way right now, it's questionable. It's almost as questionable as the amount of 82s that have been in my packs. We've got 5 left. It would be crazy to open 20. No way. Oh, it's Al Jaber. But we did get a Marvel Hero, boys. We did get a Marvel Hero. Oh, I thought it was going to be crazy. I don't know what I was expecting. Marquisio. I thought I was expecting Marquisio. Hey, we'll take it, guys. We'll definitely take it. Not the best hero. Probably the worst. But it's a hero. It's a hero. Who are we really hoping for here? Who would have been, like, crazy? That's, like, JJ? JJ? That's realistic. JJ would have been really nice. Brolin. Joe Cole. Joe Cole would be a really nice pull. Govu. But hey, we'll definitely take that. I'm not going to complain there. And that's why, you know what? Whether it's a stream, whether it's a video over the next couple of days, guys, I'm going to make sure I keep doing these as long as we have Path to Glories and all this stuff in packs. I just feel like for me, we got to do it. We got to do it. We got to keep doing this stuff, man. It's worth it. You know, even if we're investing coins on tradables, as long as we're bringing in coins like you guys can see with Darwin and Nuno, I'd love to reinvest it in the content. That's what I always tell you guys. And that's my real approach on FIFA has changed in the last like couple of years, right? Whereas like now, by the way, take a walkout. I'm just investing my coins into content for you guys, man. I just want to, that's really what it is. Because I had so many years where I was grinding and making all these coins, and that's a walkout as well. Wow, we ended the video with like 3 walkouts. There were the walkouts. I was wondering where they were. But yeah, all these years, I mean, I had been doing so many like grinds to get a certain amount of coins, and I just wasn't even using the coins. It's like the end of the year, and I didn't have anything to use the coins on. So I started really transitioning the content like a year or 2 ago this way, and I'm just having a way better time. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I appreciate it. And yeah, we end out with a hero, so that's very nice. And see you guys in a video later. I'll see you guys. Peace.